Hello dear students, welcome to another lecture. In this class, we are going to continue with chapter 4 of English Grammar, class 7th Nagaland board, which is pronouns and the kinds of pronouns. Now, so far in the previous lectures, we've discussed about the first 4 types of pronouns, that are the personal pronouns, possessive pronouns, reflexive pronouns, as well as emphatic pronouns. Now we shall begin with the 5th type of pronoun, which is interrogative pronouns. Now we know the word interrogative means a question, right? So those words which substitute, which take the place of a noun to ask question, are known as interrogative pronouns. So pronouns we know are going to take the place of a noun. So when we are replacing the noun with a question word, that is going to be an interrogative pronoun. Now what are the question words that we have? The WH family words. Why, what, where, when, which, how. Okay, so these are my question words that we use most often. Let us understand where do we use each of these interrogative pronouns. So when we are going to talk about a person, who is that? Who are you talking to? Whom did you meet? Whose bag is it? Whose car is this? So when you are asking questions about a person, we are going to use who, whom and whose. Okay? Who, whom and whose are used when we talk about a person. What is used when we talk about things? What do you want? What is kept there? What is the reason that you are late? And so on and so on. There are some cases in which what is also used for people, like what is your profession, or who is your father and what is his profession. So at times what can be used for the people also, but most of the times what is used to talk about things. Next we have which. Which is always used to talk both about people as well as things, when you are talking about something specific. For example, if I say, which of these dresses do you want? So I'm asking you to choose in specific that which of these dresses do you want. So there is a definite indication that I'm giving. I'm using which. If I give you another example, which of you will come with me? Again, a specific group that I'm asking, that which one of you in specific is going to come with me. So I can use which with both people as well as things, but they are always going to talk about something which is definite in nature, something which is, specific in nature. Next, I can use my interrogative pronoun both as a subject or the object of the word, or even as the object of the preposition. Now these three words I'm sure we are clear with by now. Let us first take the example of the subject. Who is there? Here, who is used as a subject? Who is there, right? Let us talk about the object. If I say, who do you want to meet? Here, my subject is you, and I have used who as the object of the word, right? If I talk about the preposition, the example where I am using it as a preposition. So if I say, who did you live with? Question. My preposition is with, and I am using who in accordance to my preposition with. So an interrogative pronoun can be used as a subject. It can be used as the object, and it can even be used in accordance with a preposition. Now let us understand the difference between interrogative pronouns and interrogative adjective. Just the way we learned the difference between possessive pronoun and possessive adjective, similar grounds we have the difference between interrogative pronouns and interrogative adjectives. One thing that you need to be clear with, pronoun is always used as a replacement to a noun, while adjective is used to describe. So this is something that you need to be clear with. Now let us look at the sentences. What is your plan? Okay. Here I am not using a noun with the pronoun what. Therefore, it is a pronoun. Let us look at the second sentence. What plan did you have? My noun plan is used immediately next to my interrogative pronoun what. So in this case, this is an adjective. Which is the mail train? Which is independent. There is no noun next to it, so this is a pronoun. Which train is late? Train is a noun which is used exactly next to which, so that is an adjective. If I say, which is your favorite book? Here, which and the noun are independent of each other, so this is a pronoun. If I say, which book is your favorite? So here, which is used with the noun. So this is what? This is an adjective. So just the kind of difference that we had between possessive pronoun and possessive adjective. On the similar grounds, we have the difference between interrogative pronoun and interrogative adjective. With a noun, it is an adjective. Without a noun, it is a pronoun. Okay. Next, we have demonstrative pronouns. There are 4 types of demonstrative pronouns. First, let us learn those. This, that, these, and those. Okay. This is used for something which is singular in nature, plus it is near to. And that is used for something which is singular but is far. Alright. On the other hand, these is used for something which is plural and near. And those is used for something which is plural and far. So this is the difference. These are the 4 demonstrative pronouns. And we use a demonstrative pronoun to always talk about an object, to refer, to point out at an object to which it is referring to. So this is a demonstrative pronoun. So when you are using a demonstrative pronoun, that is this, that, these, those, to point out at an object to which it is referring to, it is a demonstrative pronoun. For example, this is a costly book. That is Raina's house. These are my favorite songs. Those are his clothes. So what did you do? You were talking about these objects and you were referring to these objects, right? So demonstrative pronoun is when it is used to talk about an object. Now again, we need to understand the difference between a demonstrative pronoun and a demonstrative adjective. Again, just look at the sentences. This is a costly book. This book is costly. That is Raina's house. That house is Raina's. These are my favorite songs. These songs are my favorites or my favorite. These are his clothes or those clothes are his. So what is the difference that you've noticed? Here, the demonstrative, the word this was immediately followed by the noun. And as I have told you, and by now you need to be very thorough with it. With a noun, it is an adjective. Without a noun, it is a pronoun. With a noun, all these sentences, we have demonstrative adjectives. Without a noun, these are all pronouns. So this is the difference as well as the meaning of a demonstrative. Okay. Next, let us learn about, all this has been taught to you already. So, indefinite pronoun. As the name in itself suggests, indefinite. When you are referring to a person, when you are referring to a thing in a general manner, there is nothing specific or particular, that you are talking about. Just general. Anybody, everybody, somebody. So all these are indefinite pronouns. Why? Because if I say anyone can join me for the movie, I am not referring to any specific person or thing. I'm just saying in general that whosoever wants can join me for the movie. Similarly, if we say some people are born great, so it can be anyone. We are not talking about any specific names. Many were invited, but few came to the party. Many were invited, so there were a lot of people again in general that we are talking about who were invited to the party. One cannot believe your version of the story. So again, one cannot believe. So this refers to what? This refers to a general perspective that nobody can believe what story you have concocted. All are dancing on the floor. Again, we are not talking about anybody specific, but in general referring to everyone. We should always do good to others. So others again is in general that we are referring to. None of the books is interesting. None of the books, again, we are not talking about anything is in specific, but referring to general. Anybody, somebody, everybody, as I have told you. All these are indefinite pronouns. So those pronouns, all these words, some, many, anybody, somebody, others, none, all these are used to talk about someone or people or things in general. They don't point out at anybody in particular. What are the different types of indefinite pronouns? These are the indefinite pronouns. Anyone, anybody, anyone, anything, none, everybody, everyone, everything, several, nobody, no one, nothing, both, somebody, someone, something, each, some, many, few, either, one, all, others, neither. So these are all the indefinite pronouns. Now, when do we use the indefinite pronouns? First, we use the indefinite pronouns to talk about people. Those indefinite pronouns which are ending with buddy or one. Someone, somebody, no one, nobody, everyone, everybody, anyone, anybody. So those pronouns which end with one or buddy will always be used for people. Anybody can come, anyone can come, somebody can come, someone can come, everybody can come, everyone can. Okay. Next, those pronouns which end with thing, everything, nothing, something, anything, these are always used for things. There is nothing in the box, nothing is valuable now, something is bothering me, anything will help me. So these are used to talk about things. Else can also be used after indefinite pronouns. Somebody else, anybody else, anything else, nobody else, everyone else, everybody else. So we can use else after the indefinite pronouns. We can also use an adjective after the indefinite pronouns. Is there anything wrong with you? Is everything all right? Is everything or is anything possible or impossible for you? Is something good in your lunchbox? So we can use an adjective also immediately after my indefinite. Then we can add an apostrophe to the indefinite pronouns when they are referring to people. We use apostrophe when we are talking about the belongingness of something, right? So everybody's name, somebody's, this is, let's say, if I give you an example, this is somebody's chair. Anybody's home. Everything's okay. And so on and so on. So we can use apostrophe after the indefinite pronouns as well. Then the indefinite pronouns are always written as one word. I will never say some and buddy. No. This is one word, somebody. Okay. Everybody is one word. Everything is one word. The only exception is no one. No one is always written as two words. Why? Because if we join these two words, how can you pronounce it? Noon is something that is the pronunciation of it, right? So, since the pronunciation when we join these words is a little weird and awkward, therefore, we break these words and they are always used as two separate words rather than one. So these, my dear students, were the indefinite pronouns.